monetization high of around 6550 rupees on the stock. However, to talk about the fundamentals and how demand is looking, we have Mr. Jagannathan, the chairman of the company, now joining in. Hi, Mr. Jagannathan. Thank you very much for taking the time out. You know, I just wanted to go back to a particular brokerage note which had come out some time ago on the company, where they mentioned that the competitive intensity in the cooker segment seems to be rising. You get around 35-36% of your revenue share from that particular segment. But how is the competitive intensity looking? Have you lost a little bit of market share? Have you had to cut prices to be, to maintain margins? Can you give us an update?
As a matter of fact, there is a survey company called Market Pulse, which is the only company that surveys pressure cooker industry, which says that we've actually gained market share over the last 2 quarters. So I don't know where that information comes from.
Okay, so what?
And we have not cut prices.
Okay, so what would your market share stand at, sir?
It depends upon the product, but if you're talking pressure cookers in the organized sector, I would estimate about 45%.
Okay.
Sir, good morning, Prashant here. I know, so I'm referring to that same brokerage note. But I'm not talking about pressure cookers. It also says that TTK expects to increase its revenues by about 3 times in the next 5 years. The analyst who's written the note seems a little skeptical. His theory is that the boost to growth from new categories is unlikely to be material in the short to medium term. Could you just explain what are your plans in some detail, sir?
My plans are exactly that, to grow to 5,000 crores in 4 years' time. And where the analyst gets his information from, you should ask him.
No, so which segments? Essentially cleaning solutions and exports?
Cleaning solutions will grow to probably 300 crores out of the 5,000. So that's not going to be critical in our... basically, it is going to be the existing categories of cookers, cookware, exports in a large way, and acquisitions.
Sir, you seem to have come out of what has been quite a tough Q3, and you're mentioning that you have gained market share in the cooker segment as well. Are you back in terms of demand, say pre-demonetization levels now?
Oh, yes. In fact, January and February, we've had very good growth in the high teens without price increase. So I'm bullish about going forward.
Sorry, just to go back to that, increasing revenues 3 times, where will each of these segments sit? I mean, if you can talk about pressure cookers, appliances, cookers, for example, are about 35% of your revenues. Where will the growth boost come from?
Actually, cookers and cookware will be at about 10% a year, not more than that. But we're looking at about 30% a year in appliances and about 50% a year in export. We've already got it planned and executed, and acquisition will account for about 500 crores.
So 10% of that 5,000 will be new acquisition, you're saying?
Yes.
Right. In appliances, so which appliances essentially are you most bullish about?
Bullish across the range. Mixer grinders, gas stoves, induction cooktops, rice cookers, everything.
Okay. So when you talk about cleaning solutions and you're expecting revenues of around 300 crores, what does that portfolio consist of? As well as if you can give us a sense in terms of whether you would be diversifying into more home goods in the, say, next 1 year?
Cleaning solutions consists of about 60 SKUs, and I'm sure I can't tell you all the SKUs right now. But we are not planning to diversify into any other category. It is very difficult to diversify into new category. We have to nurse it and bring it into profit before we diversify into other categories.
Okay.
You said exports will grow 50%, right?
Per year.
Per year. What is the, value?
Over the next 3 years.
Value-wise, right now?
Current value is only 45 crores.
Okay. So it'll grow through the acquisition that you made.
We're looking at 100 crores next year itself. Pardon?
Essentially, the vehicle for that growth is that acquisition that you did.
That will be just one of the vehicles. What's happened is the world is moving from China to India, and we are going to benefit substantially from that move.
Okay. And that 500 crore figure that you put out, that is separate. I mean, that is new acquisitions you're talking about.
That is correct. That is not got anything to do with export.
Okay. All right. Mr. Jagannathan, thank you very much, sir. Good speaking with you. Appreciate you joining in with that perspective.